Do you go driving late at night? What do the road signs have to say? How many shallow graves? Do you drink at the bar? What stories do you tell? Do you wear velvet? How does it make you feel? What was she wearing before they stripped her naked? Did you think you would see her again? Do you ride a long train? How is the party? Do you ever talk about it? With whom? Do horses scream? Where do you work? Who's in charge? Do you get paid? In what currency? Is it under the table? Do you ever write it on paper? Where's the money they spent on lawyers and self-defense? Are they still your friends? What would you say to them? Are you coming to the reunion? Do you remember the sound of waves on the sand and their voices? Did you hold her hand or did you wander off alone? How far was the nearest telephone? How many hours do you spend waiting? Does the phone ring? Do you answer? With what name? She was so stoned, she would have done anything, even while crying. What were you drinking? How well do you sleep at night? Do you dance? Well, whom do you sleep beside? How do you know them? How well do you know them? Do you know them well? What did you say the next morning? Is memory selective? What would you give to go back? What would you give to forget the roar and suck of waves back from the shore? Did you leave town? Whom did you leave it to? They had her so doped up, all she could do was swallow. She knew what was happening. A horse will run back into a burning building. Do you ride a long train? What's your definition of business? How do you define taking care of someone? Do you live in a house or apartment? Do you rent or own? With whom are you alone? Do you lock your doors? Do you pretend not to hear? How many times have you turned away? Pretty girls like chocolate. Did you think they could feed her so much of it? A horse runs beside the train. Watch it, frame by frame. What market do waves leave? Was there anything left? Who do you talk to in the middle of the night? Are they behind you? Are they beside you? Who do you pray to and why? Strychnine and chocolate. Who thought of it? They had her so doped up, all she could do was swallow. Do you ride a long train? Do you believe in anything? Can you sleep at night? Do you dream of her? Are you all right? Set the horse on fire.